Fellas, you trying to spice up date night and do all this for only $50? Stick around. What up YouTube, it's your boy RomeLeeHD, also known as RomeLeeHD, and today I got something special for y'all. Mainly for the guys, 'cause I know y'all be messing up with your ladies, and probably during the COVID thing, it's probably times two. So I got something for y'all. I'm gonna help y'all out just a little bit. So I know the usual moves, you mess something up, probably take her out to dinner, you know, Ruth Chris, Benny Hondas, J. Alexander's, any of them places. One, they expensive, and two, some open, some not right now, so we're gonna bring that here. And I'm making sure we do everything under $50. 2 plates, flowers, and wine under $50. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Follow my Instagram at RomeLeeHD for tips and tricks I cook every day. Look into the ingredients. Y'all, each price and the math kind of right in the corner, sure I'm not lying. Asparagus, $3. Mushrooms, $1.50. Cheese, in between $1.50 and $2. Steaks about $10 each. You can get a 2-pack for about $18. We're rounding to 20. It's 20. Bacon, $4 or $5. 2 potatoes, $1 each. Special ingredient, $1. Ranch packet. Bottle of wine, $8 to $10. Flowers, $8 to $10. Now we got all the ingredients. Let's get started. Now the first thing we're gonna start with is the potatoes. Now we're gonna be baking these potatoes in the oven on 400 degrees for about an hour. But before you bake them, you want to cut a few slits in them with a knife. Alright, now we're on to the asparagus. I think about 6 pieces each should be fine. Gonna start with a little olive oil. Make sure you rub it all the way in. Followed by some salt and some pepper. But not too much salt because the bacon already gonna make it salty enough. Alright, now it's time to put our asparagus in a nice little bacon blanket. Now it's nothing special to it. I usually just take the bacon from the top to the bottom, wrap it around like so. Now that it's wrapped, we can take our asparagus, put it on a baking sheet, put it in the oven on 350 for about 10 to 15 minutes. It really depends on how crispy you want your bacon to be. So I'll do mine maybe 15 minutes. Now it's time for the best part of the meal. The steak. I'll start off with a little olive oil. Make sure you rub that all the way in. Followed by some salt. Make sure we salt both sides. Followed by some pepper. Make sure we pepper both sides. Then whatever's left on the cutting board, make sure we get that all on the steak. Trust me, you're eating the steak, not the cutting board, so get all the seasoning on the steak. Now we're gonna be cooking this steak on a large cast iron. If you do not have one, I'll put the link in the description. I got it a little above medium heat. Put a little olive oil in it. Wait for the olive oil to start smoking. Yes, just like that. Perfect. Now that it's smoking, we can add some butter to it and just listen to this. Now drop your steak in and just listen. I know, there's no better sound than that right there. Now I'm gonna leave this steak on here for about 5 to 7 minutes. I want a real nice sear on it, like a real nice crunch, nice browning to it. Now that's perfect. That's exactly how I want it to look. You see the browning on it, the crunch, the crust. Woo! Hungry. Now we can flip that over. When we flip it, gotta add butter. The butter gonna bring that flavor. And that's what we're here for. Oh, can't forget the mushrooms. We can add the mushrooms to it now. And now we're gonna take this whole skillet and put it inside the oven on 350 for about 5 to 7 minutes. That'll get it right between medium well and well done. Alright, now that our food is done and out the way, we can start working on our sauce. Start with some butter. I'm gonna use about a half stick of butter, but I'm not gonna put it all in at once. I'm gonna put it in little by little. Now once all the butter is in and reduced down, we can add our key ingredient, that little ranch packet we got earlier. We can add all that into it. Stir it up. Now we can add a little half and half. If you do not have half and half, you can use milk. Okay, now the steak is done out of the oven, but you have to let it rest. So get you a piece of foil, put the foil over it lightly, put it to the side for about 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes, now we can start cutting our steak. If you cut it too soon, all the juice will fall out. 5 minutes, make sure the juice stays inside of the steak. Now that the potato is done, you want to cut it open and break it down some. Start adding your cheese to it. A little more cheese. You can never have too much cheese. Now that the cheese is on top, you want to put it back in the oven on 500 for about 5 to 10 minutes, or until the cheese melts and you start to get a browning texture on top of it. Yep, just like that. Now you see the cheese has melted. See the little brown texture on top. Asparagus is done. Everything's looking good. Only thing left to do is put it on the plate. Alright y'all, that's what I got for y'all today. If y'all enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel. If you also made the dish yourself, send it to me on Instagram, RomeLeeHD, you know. And to sit in, don't forget, it ain't homemade, it's Rome made, and keep cooking.